Hey Cancer, you got Melissa at Fire and Rain Tarot, and today we're here to pull your November, and I can't believe it's November already, November 1st through 15th mini loves. We're just checking in on you guys and looking at your overall energies for the first half of November. I've also put all of my pricing, and the different things that I offered down in the description box for you guys. Yeah, and if these messages don't resonate for you, it's totally okay. It just means that they weren't meant for you, but do check your moon, rising, and Venus signs to help offer with clarity. If they do resonate, wicked. Like, subscribe, comment, share. And again, if you want a personal reading with me, all that stuff is below in the description box. So we're just going to get started for you guys. For the first half of November 2018, what's going on with Cancer overall in love for the first half of November 2018? Thank you, Spirit. What messages do we have for Cancer in love overall the first 2 weeks of November 2018? It's such a beautiful sunny day here. I should be outside, but I did all my yard work. So, that's good. Come on for Cancer, Spirit. 1 or 2 cards, please. There we go. All right. So, overall energy. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, this could be all about communication that isn't coming in. Communication that is coming towards you that is very negative in nature. Okay. So, arguments, cutting words. But if it's not the argument piece, it's definitely about communication that's not coming in, okay? And this can be from an air sign individual, so a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, but if not that, again, it's delays to communication, communication not coming in, fights, arguments, okay. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, and this has somebody here feeling really sad, depressed, overburdened, feeling like, you know, and this could be your energy, okay, or this could be someone around you, Cancer, but definitely somebody here just feels like they can't go on. Like, these people, this card is always the card of being left out in the cold. I always try not to say that, but it really is. Like, these guys, they're left out in the cold, and there's people over here, and they, you know, they feel like they can't go on. They're feeling, you know, this is a very sad feeling, and this is all about this communication that either isn't coming in or is really quite negative in nature. Okay, so and then we have the Queen of Cups, and I really do feel like this is your energy, and this Queen of Cups is in reverse. So this is about really being over emotional, really not nurturing those around you, and just having a really hard time communicating in general, and even communicating with yourself, Cancer, in this particular situation, okay? It's like you've kind of shut someone out. They're not feeling really good about it. This could be an air sign or an earth sign, so we also have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here, but definitely, you know, you've shut someone out, and they're really feeling this. They're really, really feeling it in the first half of November, okay? And I do feel like you're grieving as well. So, yeah, and then we've got the 5 of Wands, and this is about that argument, right? Now, this could be, you know, there could be an element of overreaction here as well. I feel like, especially with you coming up in the reverse, try not to overreact to situations in the first half of November in your love lives, Cancer, because something that, you know, somebody could have lost their phone, or, I mean, I know that's like a typical excuse. I'm just trying to come up with one here for you guys, but, you know, sometimes there is a logical explanation for somebody not contacting you, for communication not coming in, and then there's sort of you, because you're coming up in the reverse here, creating mountains out of molehills. So be careful of that, and be mindful of that in the first half of November. Not everything requires this big dramatic overreaction, okay? So if that's you, then be mindful of that. If that's the person around you, really try to have some compassion for them, because they kind of are creating scenarios in their head, okay? It's like, first half of November, don't create mountains when it's just a molehill, for sure, okay, you guys? Yeah, and then, like, look at, we've got you here again, the Chariot in reverse. So this is like, you know, this whole thing, if that happens, I think this is like the warning here for you guys. If you're creating mountains out of molehills just because there hasn't been a little bit of communication and you're like, oh, woe is me, I just can't go on, or this is the person around you, this situation ends up becoming sort of like a train wreck type of a thing, when really the conflict here is very minor. And yeah, just like rein it in, Cancer. Totally rein it in for the first half of November. This isn't as big as it seems, okay, for some of you. Like, definitely. What do we got? Yeah, so definitely this could be an earth sign individual. We have a bit of earth energy here. Again, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But it's like there's somebody here and that feels like they can't make it on their own, okay? And whether that's you, or I feel like it's the person that you've cut out, or like somebody has cut somebody out here where there's not as much communication, no communication at all. The communication that came in would have been rash and or brash in nature, but the person that you're dealing with feels like they really can't make it on their own. And this doesn't have a whole lot to do with you. This is what's going on in their inner working, like in their mind, okay? And they're really feeling anxiety about their monetary and physical place in life, okay? So those things that are grounded and earthy with that Pentacles. So if it's not an earth sign, you're really dealing with someone that has a lot on their mind financially, and they're just really feeling like they can't make it. And as a result, you've cut them out. You're like, you know, this person's depressed and anxious and I can't. And you're just not nurturing that particular thing anymore. But I feel like for many of you, it's like if this situation were to be rectified or is to be rectified, and nobody was making a big deal out of something that shouldn't be made a big deal out of, then communication could begin again. It might start with a bit of a conflict or a bit of an argument, but it's not the end of the world here. Just somebody's really in their head about their finances, and I do believe it's the person that you're dealing with in the first half of November. Somebody's really worried about making enough. Somebody's really worried about being enough. Somebody's worried about communicating with you because they have a low self-esteem. They don't feel like they're enough. So this is you, Cancer, and this is your energy. Rein that in with this Chariot here in reverse, because you are enough, right? Right? Totally. And you will always have enough. The universe provides. So, okay, Cancer, that's your mini love for the first half of November. If you want a personal reading with me, all that information is below in the description box. And I've just started one question, one answer for you guys too, for the ones that just don't need the full reading. So check that out. And until the last half of November, you guys, peace.